Greetings, everybody. Hello and welcome. Hi, Gina and Tom. Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here for our March 2025 release party. This month, my newest stamp set is called Roundabout Florals. And Roundabout Florals has 3 flower images and a circle image. It also has 4 very common greetings: get well, happy birthday, thank you, and with sympathy. I did want to point out that each of those greetings do fit into the circle stamp. I do believe you have lots of stamps in your arsenal that could also fit into that circle. I also want to point out that there are coordinating dies. And so for the stamps, there's kind of 3 ways you can use them. I would say the very first way would be to stamp it on a card panel for your card front, or you can cut it out with the coordinating dies. And the cool thing about this is it's all circles, so you can use your circle dies as well. So that is what I wanted to share with you about my new stamp set. So let's look at some of my samples. So here are the 3 ways you can use the stamp set. You can use it without any dies, you can use circle dies, or you can use the coordinating dies. On this birthday card, Whisper and Innocent Pink are my cardstock colors. I used our silver detail embossing powder for the greeting and for the image, and then I colored them in with my Prisma colored pencils. Finished it off with a corner rounder and some twine. On this sympathy card, my cardstock colors are vellum, watercolor paper, and white. I used gold embossing powder and I colored the images in with watercolor. I also used our Petite Flourish embossing folder. On this thank you card, my cardstock colors are black onyx and red hot. I used our gold embossing powder not only for the images, but I also used it to put a edging around my red panel. I used our Princess Circle die to cut out the image. This birthday card uses turquoisey, white, and vellum cardstocks. I used a circle die to cut out a circle out of vellum, and then I embossed it with our lattice embossing folder. The panel is cut out of our white cardstock, and I used sea glass ink with our new crop circle stencil, and then I used white embossing powder for the greeting and for the flower image. One of my favorite color combinations is craft and white. So those are the cardstock colors I used here. I also used Master Layout 8 for the circles, and I used our Swiss Dot embossing folder. And some white embossing powder. The ink for the greeting, I believe, is dark chocolate. On this sympathy card, my cardstock colors are blue sky, white, and blue denim. My ink blending was done with blue denim and blue sky. I used our Harvest Flourish stencil for that. I did use Master Layouts 12 for the big panel and our new Master Layouts 19 for that beautiful scalloped rectangle. And I colored in my flowers with alcohol markers, just a simple color. This was a store-bought manila tag that I decorated with all kinds of stencils and stamps from the Gina K line. And I also used gold embossing powder. The ink colors that I used are Warm Cocoa, Emerald Coast, Prickly Pear, and Tranquil Teal. Finished it off with some ribbon and twine. Well, there you have my samples. I hope you enjoyed them, found them inspiring, gave you some ideas. I always like to share what was my favorite, and I have 2 for this time. I actually have some more, but I haven't showed them to you yet. So let's talk about this one. I really like that new rectangle die. I think it's just so elegant and so fancy. And that is coming out this evening. You will learn more about that in just a little bit. Also, I love that Harvest Florist stencil. It's been a favorite of mine since the day it was released. So I love to use that. And then, this tag was just so much fun. It's kind of mixed media, but not really, because really there's just basically ink and embossing powder on there. But this was always fun. Just pull out some of your favorite things and just get stamping. It's fun. And as I said, I always do the backs as well. So share your work. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I always put my little section of our video on my YouTube channel. So keep in touch. Love hearing from you. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.